And um, I was so petty. So they go to check out or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So I hear him push the button, to cross the street. And she's waiting there and waiting there. And he's like, let's go. Oh, actually, hold on just a second. And then he's like, nah, we can make it. So, of course, I paused it and I zoomed right in. And I'm like, oh, hell, he's having her cross the road on a red hand. So, encouraging that jaywalking. But he is a fine, upstanding citizen that does no wrong, can't take accountability, has to dig dirt on everybody. But yeah, I found dirt on that. So he was encouraging her to break the law. And we all know that people that are unhoused, all it takes is for one little thing for a cop to see and say, to run them, to get them in trouble, to do all the things. And sure enough, he did that. They didn't get in trouble, but that was back in November when he first started seeing her. You know what I mean? Like, so he started off this drama with her breaking the law and deceiving her, right? And then I saw. Can you guys hear me? I think they said it's cutting out.
It's not cutting out for me.
No,
Okay.
it's fine for us.
Okay. And then I laughed because the video, and I'm probably getting him. I mean, he probably likes it because, of course, here I am cleaning and watching the videos, right? So I guess I'll give him like $1 or whatever he makes off of me from watching these old school videos. But I watched the video where he went to the mall, and it's hilarious because the places that he goes, like, he's like, we can't post where we're at, which mall we're at. I'm like, you're such a moron. Like, there's not a ton of malls here, and the reason people know the malls is because there's only select stores at certain malls, right? So like if he was really trying to be undercover, he would never go live. But so anyways, he's at one of the malls with Zion back in the day, and um, he's shopping with her, telling her she can get whatever she wants, blah blah blah. And then this lady, I guess, supposedly farted. It was probably him, right? Because he was like drinking all night or something. I don't know. So he's like passing gas. And so they're in the store, and he keeps bringing it up and bringing it up. And if you listen, Zion's like, you're still talking about this? Like, she's baffled. This girl who was under the influence and so hungry, right? Going through all of these things is like, wait, you're still going on about this? Like this person farting? And he lets it go, and then he's talking about having to purchase Pepto-Bismol, and he's like so loud. And then he's talking to the store associate about it and all the things. And Zion is like, she finally was like, you need to stop. Like, you're really embarrassing me. And I literally choked out loud. Or choked on my drink, like laughed out loud. I'm like, oh my hell. Literally, people are having to tell him to grow the hell up. And if he dare says that it's because he's autistic, like, let's go, buddy. Like, no, get right out of here. And so, anyways, I was just dying laughing today, scrolling through all these things, like, being all these, just being petty. And then on another video, he's going on, and hold on, so let's see. He's posting a lot about Zion's videos as well as A's. Can Zion be notified of her family? Okay, so you guys are all listening. So he posted a video today of Zion, and it's the one where he says he very first met her. Okay, so she's like on the sidewalk or whatever. And if you go in there and listen, it says he's on there and he's talking to this lady. And just like my stomach was in knots because this lady was going to go and take her in and get her help and do all the things. And I'm like, son of a gun, like, he took her, right? And this lady could have actually been a good advocate for her. But so anyways, he's talking to this lady, and I don't know if anybody else is from Arizona on here, but They have, we have this huge law firm here called Raffi Law Group. And it's funny, it's like, call Raffi, right? And so it's super catchy. And I did at one point watch something, I don't know if it was his page or where, but it was like, Raffi did go out and volunteer one night on a Monday night or whatever, but I'm pretty sure they went and volunteered with the Andre House, but he had his camera rolling or whatever. And so he was like trying to consider, I'm assuming that they're his sponsor, but he literally, I shit you not, was on there and was and the lady said, so how do you make money? And he's kind of giving her a couple little tiny ideas or whatever. And then he's like, and she's like, what about corporate sponsors? And he says, well, those are really hard to come by. Those are tricky. But if you, X, Y, and Z, paraphrasing. And he's like, but we do have Raffi Law Firm. And I'm like choked. Like, what did you just say? So I'm going to call. I called today, but they didn't answer. And I was going to send an email, but you have to send it like on this through the web page. You can't directly send it or whatever. But so I'm calling tomorrow to Raffi Law Firm because he is claiming that they are one of his sponsors. And so if they are, they need to be made very aware of the behavior that he's, acting on. And if not, then he needs to probably take that down because he's acting, this way, stating that he is with them. And he also is saying, I was trying so hard, so maybe if you guys can work it out, but all of his water is sponsored by Alkaline something. And I couldn't make out the name of who the Alkaline was, but he is like, saying that whatever. And so I just like, you can't mislead people. Like, look, let's just be honest. What he was doing at the very beginning was, I guess it's kind of like maybe celebrities, like once the money gets to their head, they go through this horrible phase. And so I think that's maybe what happened here is the notoriety got to him and he took it way above and beyond and he can't reel himself back in. But regardless, and nonetheless, he cannot be acting the way he is with supposed sponsors, of this magnitude, especially a law firm. I literally was like dying. Every time you turn the radio on here, that's who you get, or that's who you hear. Right. And so I'm like, oh my gosh. Sherry says, yes, I'm in SPED too, and it's not ASD. No, it's totally not. Like I'm in ESS as well. Like I'm in SPED. We call it ESS now, but yeah, no, it's definitely not. Like my husband is definitely on the spectrum and would never ever do the things that he's doing. And then I had kids in my class last year that are on the spectrum, and sure, they stim and they do all of these things. None of that is this. Like it's horrible. So I don't know. Let's see. My granddaughter has autism and she doesn't talk. She doesn't act like that. So there are definitely certain, I'm not I'm not a licensed behavior therapist or a diagnosis or any of those things, but there are different versions of, or not versions, I guess. There's different levels of autism. Like there's, from the top to the bottom, it's a spectrum. So obviously anybody can fall anywhere on that. Maybe his autism falls maybe somewhere, in there, and maybe he is autistic, but you learn to function and do all the things. Like you don't say, oh, it's my autism. Like you can't stop living your life because you have autism, right? Like you drive a car, you supposedly run a nonprofit, you are putting people's lives in your hands when you're out there administering Narcan, right? Like, if you're capable of doing all of these things, then how can you blame autism for such, the most minor little deal? Um, it's just baffles me that when it's convenient, the disorder is utilized, right? Like, it's disgusting, to be completely honest. Um, let's see, dog dad, he's not stopping with Teresa. I don't understand how he is not getting it. Who cares? Let him go on. It's so good for Teresa. Like, honestly, she's obviously strong enough, It doesn't feel good and it doesn't make us happy to watch what's going on, but he's literally digging a hole. Like, he's truly digging a hole. It's horrible. Um, let's see. Hi, Italian girl. The purple dress in Teresa's home is one of the worst I've seen him do, so his judgment is definitely getting worse. Yeah, no, totally, Karen. Like, he's literally doing anything he can to get recognition. Like, it's key, yeah, it's really, really gross. It's really sad. Like, it really is sad. It's disgusting, is actually what it is. He self-diagnosed himself with autistic. He's a psychopath. So did he really do that? Like, did he say that he diagnosed himself? Not that it makes a difference. I mean, it definitely makes a difference, but not, but it doesn't. Like, I was just curious if he said that. He always has to play hero. Oh, for sure. For sure. I saw um my whoops, he had some oops, hold on, sorry. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me, Todd? Is it still cutting out? Is it better? Hopefully. He gets better when he gets donations. Wait till next week. Yeah, seriously. I would love to know if he actually got diagnosed with autism. If not, then he should. Okay, so I don't know a ton, but what is he getting SSI for? I'm curious why or what he's getting it for. What he oh wow, Jerry. So Jerry says he didn't know he was autistic till he was told later in life he had it by someone. Oh, that's Ish. Okay, so he has spinal issues and multiple autoimmune disorders. Okay, so first of all, let's go back. So the autoimmune, lupus, for one, I saw somebody did post in there that the lupus would kill, in this heat and stuff. So I also suffer from lupus, and I live in the same heat, and you learn how to get around from it. But when you have a flare up, it's absolutely debilitating, especially with the heat. Like, it's horrid. And for him to be out in the heat on the canal, and when he's talking about how he's saving lives and, all of the things, like, I'm sorry, I cannot be out there like that. Like, I have to stay cool or have somewhere to get cool. And the other thing is the stress. Like, it's horrid. It is absolutely terrible when um when when I have stress, my flare-ups are horrible. It's like I have the flu. Like, it's absolutely horrid. Yeah, alcohol. Yes, absolutely. It's yeah, you can't drink. Um, yeah, he dances and runs up and down the canal. Like I do know people that exercise, do all the things with it, but not in 115-degree heat. I think yeah, on Monday it was 112. Like get out of here. Oh look, Peggy, I get high fevers with flares. Yeah, 100%. He claims to have been cured from multiple myeloma twice, which is, oh my goodness, so crazy. I read his medical release. I'd love to see it. Says moi, you should come up here. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I don't have any updates on A. I wish I did. Sometimes I think probably no update is a good update in itself. So I'm not sure. Let's see. What are blue to green podcasts, Jerry? So, Debbie, I think that blue to green podcast is one of the guys that talks. So, prior military experience here, blue to green is when you transition from one branch of service to the other. And so, I'm assuming maybe the guy that hosts the podcast was in either the either in the Air Force went to the Army, or the Army went to the Air Force. Forgive me, I get those a little bit mixed up, but so I'm assuming he was on that podcast. And then, talking about it. He claims to have asthma, which I have, and I'm limited to outdoors. I mean, yeah, again, the heat. I did laugh, oh my gosh, a while back, because I used to actually follow him, and I was I guess I wouldn't say a supporter, but I followed and commented and stuff. I think you guys remember a little bit how I was gonna, pay for her hotel room for the month and all the things, but I wanted to pay directly. So, anyways, I died because he's in one of his lives and he's coughing and he says, "Oh, Angela, smoking is just really getting to me." I'm like, get real. Get freaking real. And then, oh look, Funky has updates. Oh, an ex-cop, okay. 115-degree heat and all that alcohol would devastate a person with, 100%. 100%. Yeah, seriously, guys, get those likes up. 172 people listening. Probably all the little moles from our friend, but that's okay. Give a like, guys. Boom, 177 people and 77 likes. So 100 of you need to quickly hit that thumbs up. Let's see. SSI is only around $9.50 a month. SSDI is more if you have 40 credit hours of working. I think there's lots of trolls watching, so mods do what they'll have to do. Yeah, literally. Get them, guys. He smokes 25. Oh my gosh. That's from the coughs. Yes, Mama Donna. Please like, subscribe, and donate. Oh yeah, let's see what is her name. Kiki St. John. Literally. That is seriously the real question. Angie, you tell them. This is ridiculous. Tap that like button. Look, for every 10 people we add, we we get 10 thumbs up. So we still need to click it. Let's see. Any Arizona questions? I'm not far from them. He is not intelligent. Green Annie. If he had just yeah, yelling and causing chaos. That's for sure. Teresa Williams. He sure is obsessed with you. Jeez. Oh, Italian girl, that's what I'm doing too. Laundry, yuck. Says Mom, that's for sure. I always hit the like button as soon as I come in the room. Yes, guys. Okay, Funky Fam, let's all be more like Rhonda. Yes. All right, let's see. 87 likes, or I'm sorry, 87 thumbs up, or likes, whatever. So TG Chicago, so that is definitely very low, especially here in Phoenix. I'm not in Phoenix, I'm just on the outskirts, but considering, again, I don't know where he lives, I don't know any of that. I don't associate myself with many parts of that man or whatever you call it, and where he seems to hang out. But he, with the $950, he could get himself something like in that area, but unsure. I know that the hotel that he had her in is definitely ran by slumlords. So that's actually horrible. Let's see, Pamela. Do we know Pamela?
Hey everyone, just got an update on Angela from Teresa, and um, Teresa got to talk to Angela today for a few minutes. She told her what she wanted her to pass along to all of us. She said she ate IHOP for breakfast and had a good day. She also mentioned her new clothes. Thank you all. She chose these photos to show off some of her gifts. Angela saw her mental health provider today, got her shot. They gave her a new prescription for her daily meds. She also saw her primary care provider and they said she needs an MRI. They're pushing to get one ASAP because the lipoma is more serious than we've been told. She'll definitely need to have it removed. It might get to the point where she will not be able to use that arm. They can't even give her shots in that arm anymore because the fatty tissue is taking over. She'll also be seeing an eye doctor soon to recheck her vision and get her some prescription glasses. Angela's been talking about different inpatient places she's been, what she liked or didn't, and has mentioned a couple where she'd feel comfortable going. Her caseworker has that info and will check with Angela's team to figure out what's needed to get her in. Things are moving, but working with government programs can be slow. We could really use your help for just a little longer, but again, it's only temporary. I was also told that Angela said she wants to get a job. Isn't that amazing? She's gaining confidence. Next up, we'll go to Social Security, find out if she's already receiving benefits, and if not, we'll get help applying. And just to clarify again, I'm not in Phoenix. I've never had Angela. I don't have Angela now. I'm just helping her advocates and care team raise the funds to keep her safe and cover what she needs until she can take the next step. God bless you all for your help. It's so appreciated. And then here's some pictures of her. Hold on. Sorry. That's one of her outfits that she received from the Amazon packages. So that's that one.
It's so crazy to see her in clothing that fits her. Like, while I know that it was her choice, obviously, like, she feels so much better, honestly.
And that's her other one. And look how good her skin looks. Look how clean she looks.
Her hair doesn't look all nasty.
No, you can tell that's someone who's housed.
I love that so much.
That's someone whose house. She looks wonderful.
So, okay, so remember when he was limiting her cigarettes and stuff and saying that she had to cut back to, I don't know, no smoking or whatever to get that removed? So, one, how can any doctor say that she has to stop smoking? Like, it all makes sense. Like, she's got to have an MRI, obviously, before they just go in and do surgery, because depending on what it is and how severe, like, is an oncologist going to cut it out? A dermatologist, right? Like, so for one, because if it's cancerous, they have to be super careful. But then also, like, I know people that have surgeries and they smoke. Like, I mean, obviously super old people, but even super old people, like, it's almost worse to quit smoking. Like, it's going to do more to their health, by quitting smoking almost. So it's like interesting that he was, I mean, obviously it's a control factor, but again, I'm not a healthcare professional, so I don't know, but what, what is the logistics on that? I wonder. Yeah, she's kicking G, let her smoke. Yeah. They recommended to stop smoking. I've had numerous surgeries as a smoker. Yeah. Some doctors want you to, but
hold on 1 second. Hey guys, if you would like to help Angela, I'm fixing to post some new links, guys. So she really needs our help. So I'm fixing to post some new links and ways we can help and support Angela.
it says, undoubtedly, there's a lot of his minions here because people refuse to push that like button. Come on, people, show some appreciation. I mean, even if they're here, just come up and talk. It's not like I'm not going to be mean to you. I'm so curious. What his motive is, or whatever. Like, he posted on there that he had nothing. He meant, whatever his intentions were with the purple outfit thing that AI created. Like, if that's all it was, then get up here and talk about it. Like, make your peace, right? Let's see what Todd said. I'd like to donate to fix that smoke alarm. Oh, sorry. Do I have an alarm going off here?
Hey, stop talking about my smoke alarm, guys. I am so sick of you guys. Todd, I'm gonna get you, Todd. I'm gonna get you, Todd.
I literally just was laughing. I'm like, oh my gosh, do I have a smoke alarm going off that I don't know?
I told you.
A beep
I
battery.
I told you guys that my mother already sent the money to get new batteries, guys. Oh my gosh, stop talking about my smoke alarm.
Then we'll just fix all of them. But we'll say it's going to something else. Oh, sorry, my child's in the background, and she said, no, you can't do that. That's called lying. See, my daughter even knows that, and she is not anywhere near, E's age. She even knows right from wrong. Let's see. It is doubtful the lipoma is cancerous. Looks like a fatty tumor, but it's. The smoke alarm is going off funky. All right. Thanks, Mama Donna. Mom Donna for sending money. The link to help out Angela and donate. Yes, do that, guys. Go donate. I sent her some stuff, but it won't be there till Thursday from Amazon. I was gonna put a little note, I forgot. But it doesn't matter. I don't need her to know it was from me. I'm not worried about it. She deserves all the things. I love that she's sleeping in a clean bed, and honestly, as much as people are upset with E, like, I'm so grateful it's come to this, because we were able to take it. Sucks that she went through all of that, but she's in such good hands now. Oh, that makes sense. The issue with smokers and healing. Oh, that's totally true. Like, I totally get that. Oh, let's see. Good question. Nocturna Boo. Let's go find her. Anyone in touch with Art for her update? Oh, I wish I was. I think that he probably wants to just stay out of it. I'm sure. I haven't seen or talked to him or anything. I think I saw something with Stuck in Cali the other day. I think it was Juan I think it was Juan, but he had posted something, I think on his live, and said that he reached out to him and he hadn't heard anything back from him, which is unfortunate. But again, I'm sure he's aware that everything was going on, and I'm sure he's aware that she's been, safe. Yeah. Van Life Bayou says, he said he was her guardian. How is that legal to say to try and get money? Wait, so he did say that? Did he say that? I don't really know. I must have missed that. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Where is Pamela still in here? Pamela, are you here? Pamela. Art was on a Stuck in Cali live not too long ago. Really? I must have missed that. Nocturna Boo. Somebody else come up here and chat with us. I'm just doing laundry and trying to read the chat. I'm just talking to myself, I feel like. Midwest Mom, come up here with me. Midwest Mom. Oh, what was the deal? There's some court thing going on. Something with court, and it was supposed to be pushed back, but now it's like a date earlier or something. I don't really know what's going on with all the court things and who's going to court and let's see, where's Italian girl? She's always on here. She's so good. Makes me laugh so hard. If I'm ever in a fight, I need her with me because she has got me.
Yeah, I can mention. Yeah, I can mention art. That's perfectly fine with me. Yes, Jerry, we will have a watch party.
Oh yeah, good idea, Jerry.
We will have a watch party.
We're gonna have a watch party. Yeah.
Italian girl says, "Oh, come on now. I don't want to come up. I'm so tired." Yeah, but you're so feisty when you're tired. So good.
Get your butt up here.
Yes, she's so funny in general, and then she's even feistier. Come on, girl. Or Sethma, or Essence, or who was the other guy? Perry Achoa, I think. Wasn't he the guy that worked with her with a while back, years ago? Jerry, we need to watch. Look, Fernan wants you to come up, Sesmoy. Come on, they're tired of me. Let's see. Oh, it was pushed up to 7/9 for the return hearing. Okay. Yeah, where is Perry in here? Oh, Japanese Ninja.
Japanese, how are you? You're not muted.
Yeah, come on.
Japanese, you're not muted, girl. Why would you be muted? Why would you be muted?
Was it talked about how the clown has our data for those of us on Reddit? What does that even mean? So if we post on Reddit, he knows the names or whatever of people? Or what does that mean?
Well, tell the clown that I'll be on the canal in a couple of days. I'm serious too.
Are you going to be feeding people?
I'm going to be doing CPR with people on their side that's awake but snoring.
Yes, right? The guy that lifted his arms and was like full on awake. And it's so I just went to a CPR class. I had to get my CPR first aid renewed. And I went, and all of the things I was watching was like, oh my God, I have to send this to my instructor because it's like a video that I want them to play to people of what things not to do when administering CPR first aid. Literally, like every single bit of it. Every single bit. I'm like, not one time have I seen any of the ribs crack while doing any sort of CPR. You know, like if you're sitting here doing it correctly. Anyways, I mean, just, yeah. And again, I don't know. I'm not an expert on any of this, but yeah.
Just like I said, when he yells chow time, when he says chow time, I'm going to say funky time and watch what he does.
Play that loud music.
He's going to be like chow time. I'm going to be like funky time.
You going to set up on the actual canal, though?
I'm going to be right
where he's on the outsides of the gate. Oh, speaking of the gate, right? The wall.
Right there. That's the table up. I'm going to be standing in a table spot.
You're going to be giving out steaks.
I'm gonna be giving out the. I'm gonna give out Ruth Chris steaks.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to come to eat first because there is nothing better than a 500-degree cook or buttered steak.
I'm gonna be giving out Ruth Chris steaks, but and not expired food like he does. He be
Oh my
giving out
gosh.
that expired food. That's
I've
all
never.
expired.
I go to Ruth Chris quite a bit, and I've never seen them there. I love their swordfish. Oh my gosh, so good. They have the best swordfish.
I'm not playing. I'm serious. I'm gonna be there. He's gonna be like child time. I'm gonna be like funky time. He's gonna crap them khaki pants. I'm telling you guys. I'm gonna be like I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna be like I just want to play. I just want to play.
Playtime. Ay, comida gratis. Whatever he says. We need to get Funky a microphone. Oh my gosh, that's actually hilarious.
My father gave me his before he passed away, so I got a big bullhorn.
Oh, look at Sherry. She says, I've had ribs break on an old man when doing CPR. Literally. Like, and you want to know what's so interesting? Granted, it's different because they're ODing, but the percentage, if anybody wants to look it up, don't quote me, but like the percentage of people that actually are saved from doing CPR.
Hello.
Incredibly low. So the fact that he's done CPR on all of these people and then he's just shooting them up with Narcan, not waiting the amount of time to give it to them again. You give it to them and you sternum rub until the next dose, right? Like, it's so crazy.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. See, Ashley, exactly. Very low percentage of surviving after CPR. See, look at all these people.
Who is this? Is this Kind Winds?
Yes. Hi.
Is it you that was calling me up?
Yes. You make me laugh. I want you on my team.
Oh, I'm
and
here. I'm here.
You're feistier. I love it.
Oh God, I am. I'm so spicy. I'm a hot mess.
Hey, who's Angela that was in there earlier that was asking about my employment? Or Pamela, I mean. Do we know Pamela?
Yeah, you asking me?
Anybody?
I don't know. I can't even read the chat because it's a different format. So.
No, you know what I did? I slid up on this format and then went and reopened the YouTube app, and it was on there.
Yeah, well, if I do that, it's going to kick me out because I've tried to do that before.
Oh, lame. Lameness.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to. You can't make me.
Yeah, close to it. Yep. I mean, yeah, really close. Hot Mess Club. Oh boy, that is
the Hot Mess Club.
Oh wait, we hid Japanese. What happened? What did I miss?
I don't know. You know what I'd like to know is how come when I speak in the chat, it shows a picture of me, but when I come on live, it shows a picture of my dog.
Oh, I don't know. I saw that the other day too. One time I was on and it had like a full-on picture of me and had my whole name and all the things. Like, I don't have anything to hide, but I was like, wait. And then today when I was logging on, I was like, oh, I can choose my photo and I can choose my name. And
oh,
all
shit.
the things. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Well,
so
I'm
I
back
have a picture of my daughter's tortoise in her hand. I'm like, all right, that's fun.
I see.
So if you guys care, my daughter has a tortoise.
Somebody, I was reading the chat one night when I was up here and I couldn't read the chat. I went back and read it, and there was somebody that was on here that was saying that they liked my picture of my dachshund picture. And whoever that was, I want to say thank you. She's now up in heaven, my sweet baby girl, but she had a wonderful life.
We lost
So
our
with me,
pug a little while ago too, like 2 months ago. I'm sorry, that's so hard.
yeah, it's never easy. It's like saying goodbye to a child.
Yes, so sad,
Yeah,
super sad. Our sweet
yeah.
little girl, she died of diabetes.
Was she a dachshund?
No, she was a pug,
Oh,
a little puggy girl.
I had a cat that died of sugar diabetes. They couldn't.
Japanese. Can
He
you
got
please ask?
sick out of the blue and was throwing up under my bed, and I took him to the hospital, and they couldn't regulate for insulin because he wouldn't eat, and he just went downhill. So we had him put
Oh,
down.
I'm sorry. Growing up, my
I
grandma had a
know.
bunch of little dachshunds, and they were so fun.
Well,
You just
well,
ran
this
in,
was
and no
my
matter
kitty
what
cat.
you did. Oh, your kitty! I missed that.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
my kitty cat. His name was Rascals, but I nicknamed him Corky. And
wait,
he
how old
used to
was he?
love eating Twinkies. Now I know why.
Oh, that's actually hilarious. What?
Uh,
How old was he when he passed away?
he was probably 12, 13.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah, yeah. I
Japanese.
mean,
Yes, Funky has all of my info. If you want to get it from him, I mean, Funky, if you trust her.
yeah,
Um,
somebody's got all my info too, I think.
oh, look, Samantha. Oh, my childhood dog was a pug named Cooley. My pug's name was Lola.
Oh, that's a cute name.
Yeah, and now I have a husky. Well, I've had her. She's also, but she's a husky, and her name is Carl. And yes, it's a girl, and her name is Carl. And I lost that fight against my husband and my kids. I tried so hard to call her Carly or Carla. No, it's a husky girl named Carla. I mean, named Carl.
How cute. That's okay.
And it's embarrassing. We go to the vet for her checkups and stuff because now, of course, I'm like super anal that she's sick or whatever, and they just laugh. They're like, "Oh, here comes Carl with her big pink leash and all
Yeah,
the
how
things."
cute. I love girl dogs and I like the boy cats, but I love girl dogs because I used to make noise on my dachshund's belly. You can't do that with a boy dog.
Who's Dive Bomber? Does anyone know that name? Has anyone seen that name before? Like
Not I.
Todd?
Do they want to come up and talk, Funky? Everybody's too scared to come up and talk anymore. I don't get it.
No, it's because Dive Bomber keeps asking, "What is this? What is this?" Or you're trying to keep up. What do you mean by that? Because you keep asking that same question.
Ah,
And I've never seen you here before.
yeah, that's a little odd. There's going to be people that are in the background at all times, but none of them got a pair to come up here and speak their mind. Like, we're not going to be rude if they're not. I mean, I don't know. And with Ease on here, dude, why can't you uh, get some updated videos? I mean, I'm not watching your crap anymore because I've got enough friends that'll let me know what's going on in your world. But why don't you grow a pair? Come up here. Yeah, I didn't think so. Am I only one talking now?
Well, Dive Bomber, this is a panel about abuse, exploitation, and someone taking advantage of people for monetary gains, and a lot of false accusations. If you've ever followed Angela from Lost in Phoenix, it's regarding her and someone who took advantage of her in multiple ways, and we're just discussing things around that nature.
Yeah, we're a bunch of people who are Angela supporters. Yes, we are. And yeah, I don't have any updates to say anything. We pretty much talked about a lot last night, and we're all now sitting back, relaxed, knowing that Angela is in amazing hands now.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah.
Were you in here when they gave that update?
Yeah, last night?
Yeah. No, today. Just like a few minutes ago.
Oh, yeah. You talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes. I
I
was
see.
doing laundry. I'm tired. I had a long day. It was hot out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dive Bomber, there's so many if you are like legit, welcome. If not, welcome. Smash that like button. But if you really care to know what's going on, you can do your research and go look at all the posts and updates and all the things. Like, get a cup of coffee because you'll be a while trying to figure it out. If not, if you're Eric, hey, still give Funky that thumbs up and do the thing.
Yeah, come on up if you're E.
Yeah. It's true. Sorry, Todd. Continue. Okay. So, Japanese, come up. You were asking some questions. Let's see. Anybody out there have any questions they want to ask us? What question? Yeah, what questions do you guys have? Let's see. I agree, Nicole, but it's all good.
Sometimes the chat used to come up when I was on here, but not in this format. I'm not sure why, but I can't see who's commenting or anything.
I literally just slid. Are you on your phone?
Yeah, but usually I'm always on my phone, but it's just I don't see the chat scrolling at all. I have no option to.
Oh, yes, that's a good question, Jackie. Anything new with the charges, or have you heard anything? Is Teresa still in here? I bet she is.
Yeah, I was excited to hear of any new updates regarding that myself.
We just have to remember that all good things take time.
Yes. And I'm willing to wait.
Same. Literally the same.
Yeah,
He got our data from Reddit. Well, that's a good thing. I'm not on Reddit, but regardless, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not on Reddit either. And I could care less if anybody posts anything about me. I don't have any enemies. If I have anything on there, it's coming from you know who.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Let's see. Okay. So I don't really know how he would get our info. I honestly don't believe that that's true. I have a friend who's going through a huge legal battle right now regarding a lot of very serious things. If you're in Arizona, you know what I'm talking about. But, and she has hired the best of the best to get some info from Reddit, and they've yet to do that. And she is a very large business owner here in Arizona. So, yeah.
I think you mentioned something about Zion and how he's posting some old videos of her, because she probably she's a very smart girl, and she knows exactly what he's all about, and she's not about to be exploited. So
Oh, for sure. So it says on here, I didn't know this. It says he posted some videos of her. I thought her family said to take down all of the videos. Have you guys
you
all heard
know,
that?
yeah, and I'm one that will support that because, like we've said, LIP is he's a very respectable man, but he doesn't do what people just tell him, and he has removed her past videos. So there must have been something, legally for him to take down his videos of her, because he was asked by a gentleman by the name of Martin, by his family, to take down Martin's videos. He never
Oh,
did.
yes.
Yeah. So unless it's a real illegal issue, he's not about to take anybody's videos down. So I think that Zion's family did stand up for her and said, "Hey," and I don't mind saying her name because that's not even her real name. So
Oh, it's not? See, I didn't even know
yeah,
that. But I do
yeah,
know they are up there, and they are definitely up there today.
yeah, which
So
is really odd because he has placed her, or whoever has placed her, into a living situation where she can heal and be at peace without being videoed like Angela. But yet, Angela didn't get that same opportunity. Kind of odd. It was all for the views, and he wants to exploit. He basically accuses everybody else that it was all about the money, it's all about the views, it's all about the views, and then he went ahead and did the same thing he was accusing all the other channels of doing.
hold on
And
just a second. So Ann Carmichael, so you said he's a hacker. He knows way too much personal info on folks. So he used to work, he said, in the sheriff's office. I think he hacks a database via the sheriff's office. So if you can tell me which sheriff's office that he claimed, like if it's Maricopa County, I will definitely get that figured out tomorrow, because that is a huge, huge, huge breach of information, and that's a felony, and all of the things. Like there's no way that this man, no way.
yep, I don't
Absolutely
believe it either. He never worked for
no.
the police.
And even if he did, like maybe he was a 911 dispatcher, and that's why I mean, there's so many little minute jobs that make up, and they're not small, I should say, because obviously they all have a thing. But as far as like hacking databases and stuff, like there's zero way.
You brought up something, and I have to say something because I've wanted to bring this up, and so much has been talked about that I forget, and I will say it now. The video of E telling Angela to get in the car, or do I have to put cuffs on you? And he gets on the CB, doing these different channels saying he's bringing her in. Did you ever hear them respond to any of him when he was talking on the CB radio or whatever?
Yes,
I
what
mean,
it reminded me of? So I'm not sure. This is like
it,
dating me, but when Marsha Brady was walking in the cold and she gets in that truck with that trucker and they like talk on the radio, to all the other truckers. I'm like, it's like when those people that drive the big rigs or the 18 wheelers or whatever talk to each other.
yeah,
Like,
that's what he's got, I think.
like,
Or it's not even
think
probably
he's
hooked up.
talking to.
It doesn't even make noise.
Oh my gosh.
He's like a little kid playing house, but he's playing police officer instead.
Cops and robbers.
Cops and robbers.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is one thing, if it was real, they would have responded to him talking on there. And he could say that video was made up and what have you. I remember. I've seen every video from the beginning, and I remember that well.
10-4, good buddy. Oh my gosh, dog dad. The cord is probably just hanging there, not attached to anything.
I thought it was funny when he was walking to the to tell people it's chow time, and he got to the gas station or convenience store, and that one guy told him to basically
Get
that
out.
one homeless guy got in, got after him. I was hoping to God that homeless guy was gonna,
Yes.
I'm like, go for it, get him, rough him up.
Miss BX says, Marsha.
Marsha.
Just as much drama. Oh, my long, beautiful hair. Oh, my curly hair.
Yeah, he calls himself beautiful. I did hear that he's getting some tent for people to get out of the heat.
Oh, yeah, the 30-foot tent.
Yeah, I bet you he's probably going to hang out in that tent. Try to hit on those little, all the vulnerable young boys, or young adults, I should say.
Oh, that's just so yucky.
Yeah, he's a creep. He's a creepo.
I just saw something in here. Let's see. Sherry says, Zion, found unconscious, taken to the hospital, severely malnourished and underweight, was in the hospital for a long time, then went into rehab. Wait, so by her doing or by him? Oh my gosh, when he said the wrong code, 911 corrected him. Oh, Paul, where's the videos of the wildfire excursion? So I don't even want to get started on that. I am so annoyed. Oh, look, Teresa, Zion was mandated by the state. So there we have it. Literally, there we have it. So she's probably in like a home, that
yeah, a legit place, and that's
like
why he was told to leave. When he was out there on the street out front of her house giving her gifts or whatever.
Oh, look, here we go. The Navajo Nation will not just let him plop himself there. Yes, I can with 100% certainty say that the donations that he is getting are not going to the tribe or to the Navajo Nations, unless he is giving them to a reputable church that has a relationship with them, or if he it's very, very hard when it comes to the reservations, most especially the Navajo Nation. It's very, very hard. Like, they're very closed off. They have a ton of funding. I know tons and tons of wildland firefighters. Oftentimes, when it says it is 0% contained, it's intentional. While it looks scary and there's smoke, oftentimes, like where we're at, so everybody just thinks, oh, the desert, the desert. Well, in Arizona, it does snow 4 hours from here up in the North Mount, or in the White Mountains up north. It snows, which means they have pine trees and oak trees, they have juniper trees, all the things. And so people will put their fire lines, like the BLM and the Forest Service and everybody, they will make their fire lines way far in advance. So while it's still saying that it's at 0% containment, they will oftentimes let it burn to do, what Mother Nature is intended to do, because they have cut back so much of the logging that they use this to burn it out, so that while it's not getting any structures, like, let's get it, burned down quite a bit, and then it will do it. It's Celeste says they have their in through Marilena into the Navajo Nation. Her family is part of the community. Well, that's fine. That is completely fine. Maybe as a friend to go to her home, but not to the relief centers and stuff. No, absolutely not.
Does anyone know if that was on the Phoenix News about the fires, or if that's something he has made up?
Oh no, I've seen it.
All right.
Yeah. And I went up to the river here. Like, you can see smoke from different parts, but again, like, to be honest, it's an every summer thing. It's like living in, I mean, the Santa Ana fires in California, and I'm not downplaying them at all, but
no,
we get wildfires here.
Yeah, we get wildfires where I'm at too.
Colorado gets them, and it's
all you need is wind and heat.
Yeah.
And having no rain, anything dry will catch. And a lot of it is man-made. And, there are some instances where lightning has started fires.
Yes.
But,
yes.
And maybe cigarettes thrown out of vehicles, that kind of shit.
Chains. But oftentimes people with chains that are they're going up to go camping into the mountains, and they have their 4-wheelers and their side-by-sides and stuff, and they're taking it all up there to go camping, and a spark from a chain. When I was growing up, we had a massive fire up north. Huge fire, biggest fire in Arizona history. And it was several fires that had come together. Anyways, it was started by a couple of the people that were from the reservation that were wildland firefighters. And the reason is because they didn't have any work. So they started a fire to be able, to get a paycheck. And
oh my God. Yeah.
It ended up being horrid. So there's so many reasons, and it's super sad. Like, I pray that nobody's getting hurt in the fire, no things are getting burnt down, but like, little old, Masa man, like, that's great that he wants to accept donations and stuff, but at this point, like, where are those going? Like, let's be so for real.
Yeah, because he's hurting for money, he is.
Yes.
And if he claims that he's so rich, then why doesn't he just donate? Why has he got to ask the people if he's so well off like he says he is?
Well, that's because he just got a 50% discount on his garage because his sweet mom crashed into it. So they gave him 50% off.
She shouldn't be driving after all that she's gone through. Where is he being a good son and driving his mother where she needs to go?
So, riddle me this, Batman. So he said, and I can send all the sound clips or, the timestamps, that he cannot drink because he takes seizure medication, okay? Then he goes on, I don't know, like a couple days later, and says that he's a casual drinker, okay? Because he has seizures. How is he driving? In Arizona, you have to be seizure free for a certain period of time. If it's just a random seizure, it's 90 days. My brother-in-law suffers from seizures. They're called pseudo seizures, which is from stress and mental health and stuff, but he's not allowed to drive.
Yeah, because it could injure him or others,
Oh,
you know.
it's such a liability. Oh my gosh, it's such a
Yeah.
liability. So you can't drive. I mean, you have to be seizure free for such a long time. And if he's having just regular seizures, like if he suffers actually from epilepsy, that is not a joking matter. So when I see him out here driving and doing all of the things, like, that is so concerning.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's horrible.
So we know that E is either listening or he's got moderators listening. So why don't you come on up here? What's the issue? What's the problem?
Yeah,
Are you guys afraid? Are you afraid to talk because he'll turn on you? I mean, it really, really makes me question why nobody has come on here to stand up for this man that they so believe and stand by. If he's got
He has
so
the
many
disorder where it
people.
picks and chooses. He would never have one while driving.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Next thing you know, he'll do a video. Well, I can tell when one's coming on. I pull off the side of the road.
Stop. Did he say that?
No, but I could imagine he will.
Oh, seriously.
He's got an answer for everything.
Yeah. He's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's see. Double tap. Yeah, double tap your screen. I saw Dee's comment and I saw Laura's and I thought it was together. It says double tap your screen for him. But it's two different things.
And how come he's not at the Andre house anymore? Well, because there's accusations that he's a bad person. He got kicked out.
Yeah, so how about the Andre house where I know we've talked about this before, so it's kind of like we're, just going in circles at this point. But when he pulled the taser out at the Andre house and like there was so many people around. Like, what the heck?
Yeah,
You can't do
and
that.
he felt like he was in danger.
Yeah, so you just pull it out while there's innocent bystanders over a freaking cake. So ridiculous.
Yeah, over a cake. Exactly. Oh, but there was the elderly that were back there in the kitchen, so he had to protect them. And he got assaulted by a piece of paper being thrown at him. I bet that hurt. He called the cops right away and said he was assaulted by two people. Two people.
That was on the canal, right?
Yeah, and just because paper from one person was tossed at him, he acted like he was assaulted. That's not an assault. He's wasting the resources
oh my gosh, that
for
sweet little princess.
he's wasting the police's time that they could be going to someone who's choking or someone who's ODing. No, they got to run to the canal because E's just been assaulted.
But that in itself is a crime. Like you can't just call the police for no reason.
That's
true.
You
can't. That's against the law. Like it for reals is. You cannot just contact. Do you know what I mean?
And then he tells the girl, "Wait, you can't leave. You just assaulted me. You can't assault me and then leave. Where are you going?"
And if he was actually assaulted, like they were leaving the scene of a crime, and he has every you know, any and everything he does is videotape, so he has all of the proof.
He sure does.
So yeah, so strange.
Yeah, he got a paper cut
Yeah,
on his on his finger,
on his pinky.
on his pinky. Got paper cut.
That's the one
Poor,
that goes
poor.
up when he sips his tea.
Oh my God. Yes. And that's the reason why we're all attacking him, is because he's a gay man. And that's why everybody's making up all these accusations, because he's a
Yeah,
gay man.
literally.
Good Lord. You know, that's yesterday's news. If you're gay, you're gay. It's not a big deal. Believe me.
Yes.
We don't care. You can post it on every video if you want to, E. We don't care what you do in your private life. But I am curious, are you the man or the woman in the relationship? I think you're the woman,
I'm
because you
so
look
dead.
so good in purple, dude.
I was trying to see. Can you hear my dog in the background? Sorry if you
Yeah.
can, guys.
You know, those huskies, they need to run. Do you give her a lot of exercise?
Oh, all day, every day.
Oh, good,
She
good, good.
loves it. We have a
Good.
couple dog parks by us.
Oh, that's great.
And then we have a huge backyard, and I have,
Oh.
you know, I still have a couple young kids.
Play fetch with her and all the things.
Oh yeah, she loves when I ride my bike and I put her on the leash. We just go. But it's hot here. I mean, let's see what the weather was today.
Yeah, how do you guys deal with that? I was gonna move down there.
Yeah,
and buy
today
a house
was
with a
107,
pool.
so it's not so bad. It's raining right now, which is amazing because
is it true that it gets so hot? Is it true that it gets so hot down there that your pool will be like a soupy hot
it's so
mess?
warm. Yes. I'm like,
Do people actually order blocks of ice to have delivered to their pools to cool their pools down?
People do, but that's dumb. Like, I mean, they do that, yes. But it's like, let's see. So I was at the resort all weekend, and the water was like, you go in the very shallow end and just jump right in. But usually, like, you'll stay out for a little bit and get super hot and jump in, and it feels good. We paddleboard a lot. And so, you know, the river runoff and stuff is pretty chilly.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that, because it's always moving water.
Yes. But it's honestly like, it's tolerable. Like, it really truly is. Like, people go to the mall and cool off, or they go to the library, or they go to work. You know, like, my air conditioner bill is like, I don't know. I mean, my electric bill during the winter or during the summer is like $400, $500, which is crazy.
That's another thing that scares me. That's like crazy. My electric bill don't even get that high in the winter, and I live where it snows.
Oh yeah. So it's, you know, but then you don't use it the rest of the, like, you know, for a long time. So
You got like what, 5 months of hot and then 7 months of perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't, you know, you don't really have to use your heater, and so
I feel sorry for all the girls that go through menopause down there, because when they have hot flashes, I bet it drives them nuts down there in that heat.
Oh, it's actually horrible.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Horrible.
I got my AC set at 70, and it was in the 90s, I think, today. Yesterday it was definitely in the 90s, and my AC keeps it right at 70. And
oh yeah, you should see how it is right here now, though. It's monsoon, so the lightning is just incredible.
You mean lightning?
Yeah, like the thunderstorms.
Oh, I love thunderstorms.
Oh my gosh, it's incredible. And it's literally like, I don't know, for not 5 minutes, that's exaggerating, like a couple hours, and then it's gone.
Oh, we haven't had thunderstorms in so long
or monsoons. Victoria says, how long are your monsoons? Only truly for just a couple months. Like 2 months, maybe 6 weeks or something. It's
Wow.
Oh, sorry, Todd. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. That sounds like a bear. Was it my dog?
Oh God, it probably was.
My dog is such a talker. All I think Funky was saying was that I can take this. He can take his channel for the video E just posted. I don't think he meant it's gone yet, but will be hopefully. He is so disgusting. He's a creep.
Someone said that
Wait.
art
So
was
did
on SIC
Oh yeah, that was wrong. No,
live.
that
I
was
don't believe
definitely wrong.
so. I was just
Yeah,
gonna
no, I
say,
don't think. I think they misspoke.
yeah, or a
Wait, so
misunderstanding.
did I just read that he made a video of Funky, a short or a little reel or whatever, that he just made one? Oh, Midwest Mom, if you're still here, bye.
I thought he learned his lesson. You can't use other people on your channel without their permission. Oh, he's like
Funky
a
said it's my
2-year-old.
beautiful
He's mad.
mugshots.
He's mad because I'm going to come to the canal.
Oh, gee.
Gosh.
Like,
Wait, so did he make one of you then? Is that what he's...
you're posting traffic ticket
Mugshots
and stuff. Like, come on, guys.
from whenever you were like 19.
I was like 19 years old in college.
Like you're that desperate, and that's private information. So yeah, your channel will be removed soon.
Like
Yeah.
anyone can go look at that. I never held my real name from you guys. I told you guys about anything, like my backstory. Like, yeah, I went to jail on dumb stuff young in college. Who wouldn't? You know, in college you do crazy things. So, and then being the big spotlight, big football player, that kind of like it a lot of that stuff took away my dreams of like continuing in professional ball. But I already told everyone about that stuff. You know, I don't have to.
But that's funny because we already went through this like 2 months ago.
Yeah,
like, not that long ago, but like he's posting stuff that's old news.
Yeah, like everyone knows. Like I never held my real name from you guys. Anyone can go look at that. You know?
Yeah, you showed us baby pictures and pictures with your mom and dad.
Like, dude, I look handsome, dude. What do you keep posting them? Those are handsome pictures.
You like showed us your bedroom and your toothbrush.
Address. People told me not to show my address. I showed my address. Like, dude, I have nothing to hide from all these lovely people.
Yeah, you're not afraid.
Where?
I'm not afraid of anything.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wait, Funky, so who's Pamela? I texted you.
She's always been here.
Oh, okay, you know her?
Yeah, I know Pamela. She's
okay.
Yeah, we gotta make sure we don't jump.
Everyone could go give them views, you know, like, hey, they're beautiful mugshots, you know, hey, embrace it. Now everyone's going to say you should keep those pantyhose off your head now.
It says someone on here is reporting to him what is being said. What are we saying bad about our electric bills and pool?
Yeah.
We don't have nothing to hide.
Why don't you come on up and talk to us?
What's that? I missed what you said.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm telling E or any of his supporters, come on up on this live and talk to us.
Oh, yes. Seriously.
Or are you a little chicken?
I love Jerry. He's so freaking funny. He makes me laugh. Ashley, no, they haven't. There was one lady, but she was like quick to leave. He claimed the 2 girls who served him assaulted him. Yeah, they did. He claimed that. Diane, we are talking about monsoons in Arizona. Yes, seriously. They're so great. Sherry, no, he wasn't on them. He was watching the live and commenting. I was in the live too. Nope, not mistaken. Todd, Ashley, never. No answer. We just talked about real life, not fantasy. Yeah, literally, Karen King. If that's your real name, that's actually so cool. Karen King. His short for July 1st, 2025, campaigning for donations. Completely laughable. Wait, is that the one where he had the song from Sarah McLachlan, like that they have when they're trying to get money donated for the dogs? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, Pamela, you're totally good. No. I just wasn't sure. I was at the Miss Arizona pageant the last couple days last week, and then so I've been like in and out, so I just hadn't recognized your name, and I have kids, so my memory is like shot.
Yes, and we have to remember Funky Town has got a lot of subscribers, so
Don't leave, Pamela, don't leave.
there's always going to be people that we haven't seen that decide to comment that, so we got to be careful,
Don't leave, Pamela, don't leave.
Yeah, don't leave us. We need somebody spicier than me tonight. I'm not very spicy tonight.
I know, usually you're so funny, you crack me up. You're like, I'm the Italian girl, bring it on. Oh, fly there. Oh, it's so funny. Freaking funny.
Crap sakes.
Oh, it's funny. Let's see, let's get someone else on with us, or to take my spot. You guys have got to be annoyed with me at this point.
And me too. Come on, people, help us out here.
Jerry. Come on, Jerry. Or Perry. Jerry or Perry?
Jerry, Perry, Todd, any of them. Anybody.
Come on, Todd, I'll take over the watching the chat. And you come up. You and Jerry. Oh,
yeah, get a couple of them up there so it can relieve us.
Jerry, Terry, we'll watch the chat, and you do the talking.
I gotta get in my kitchen and find something to eat before it gets too late. I don't like eating. It is. God, I don't know. It's 8:45.
Oh, same as here.
Okay, there.
So Moi says y'all are doing great. So wait, how do you actually say that? C'est moi, or I don't know. C'est moi or c'est moi?
No, you're probably better at it than I would be.
C'est moi. C and then CESTMOI. C'est moi. Oh, c'est moi. Oh yeah. Oh, c'est moi. Oh, c'est moi. That's so cute. Okay. Todd. Come on, Todd. Don't go.
Is Todd leaving us? He's getting tired. Huh?
Todd says 11. Oh, wait. Todd said. I don't know what Todd said. Todd's gone. Oh, Todd says, I'm about to go. It's 11:47. And then Stephanie says 11:50. The night is not young for the East Coast, which it definitely is not. I agree. Clifford.
Well,
Clifford Farmer. I'm in Glendale, west of Phoenix, and it's raining and thundering here now. Clifford, send it over way to the east side. I want that.
Side?
Yes, I'm on the east side. I don't know if Khaki Pants knows anything about the east side. We're a whole different ballgame when we're here.
He claims that his family has all these homes and this, that, and the other thing, and he can spend up to, his dad will let him spend up to $500 on a meal, this, that, and the other thing. You want to know what's funny? But then he tells people,
rich people don't just walk around and say, oh, I just ate the most expensive dinner. It costs more than your mortgage. You know, like they don't just want their money.
Yeah.
They're not
And
boastful. Like
but
rich
yet
people are
he
rich
tells
because
you,
they're smart. They don't spend their money. Rich
but yet
people,
he he goes and tells people on the canal or wherever he was that when he was little, they lived in a 1-bedroom apartment.
to me, that's more humble and believable and relatable. Like those are the
Yes.
things people want to hear. And then what is the deal with um sorry, I gotta start my laundry. What is the deal with
Sounds like my
the
washer and dryer.
sorry guys. What is the deal with the um the Beamer and the Audi? Like that he keeps talking about, like people are upset because I drive this or that. Like every video and picture and any of the things that I've ever seen is a Jetta. Like
Yeah, and who really cares? What the heck
literally,
you're driving? Like
that's not
like
what's
we don't have
important.
nice cars? Are you trying to say we don't have nice cars?
And
Big
my
deal.
daughter lives in London and she doesn't have a car.
You're cutting out.
Oh, sorry. Can you I'm on let me turn my Wi-Fi off. Sorry, I just walked outside
It's
because
okay.
I got a notification that it's sprinkling. And it is. Sorry.
Yeah. Go out there and get some rain on you.
I'm getting raindrops on my phone right now.
I grew up in California and I used to love it when it rained.
Yes. Oh, look, Karen King. That is. Oh, good night, Todd. Fine.
Nighty
Todd's leaving.
night, Todd.
Okay, so Teresa says yes, he needs to feel important. The Beamer is his mom's car.
Nothing he has is his. One thing that
Oh,
he has
she
is
says
his
I don't know who
underwear.
has the Audi. Yeah, I don't know who has the Audi either. I've never seen it.
And what do you do, huh?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, who gives a
We all
flying
know
crap?
people kind of like. Or wait. Oh, Ashley. We all know people kind of like him to some level. He is on a whole different level, though. Yeah, oh, for sure. What
Yeah,
was the sale he was going to buy?
he needs a T-shirt. He needs to make T-shirts that say, "If you see me, run."
Oh, look, it says, say moi. Sorry. Says, Essence calls me CS. I think it's adorable. Maybe that's why I was trying to figure out how to say it because I
That's
hadn't
what
heard
I would assume. That's what I would have done too.
CS. Yeah, that's so funny.
Where's
C'est
Him's nasty
moi.
tonight? I wonder.
Yeah, where is Him's nasty?
She might be just listening, but spending family time. I
Yeah.
know sometimes I will stay quiet because whenever I say I'm here, people want me to come up on the
Oh, look
live.
at they're so cute speaking in French. Let's see. One says, "Parlez-vous français?" C'est moi. She says, "Oui, Karen. J'ai parlé un peu de français or something. I don't know. I just know that my daughter lives in London and she went to 2 weeks ago. She was in France. Her and a
Wow.
couple of her friends went to Disneyland there.
There's a Disneyland in France.
Yeah, in Paris.
I used to go to Disneyland when I was a little girl with my parents, and my dad used to put me on his shoulders all the time, or I'd be in the stroller. And then Knott's Berry
Oh.
Farm.
Oh, I went to Knott's Berry Farms a few weeks ago. We drove out there. It's only like 7 hours from here, maybe.
Yeah,
But I hated it.
I
I don't
haven't
like
been
roller
down there
coasters.
since I was 16. 16 years old was the last time I was at Knott's Berry Farm. My dad took me and my best friend and my brother, and we drove down there to see family. And we were all paying. My dad was paying for us all to get in, and we got our stamps that they stamp your hand. I don't know if
Back
they
in the
still
day,
do that,
yeah,
but and
yeah,
then
they don't anymore.
my dad started hitting on one of the girls who worked there, and it was embarrassing me. And me with my big mouth, I told my dad that you're too old for her, and it must have really embarrassed him. And he chased me around in the little area in the entrance and couldn't catch me. And he told me to go. He told me to go sit out um, where the car was. Go out to the car. And they left me out there in that parking lot the whole effing day.
You know
I
how
was
crazy
16.
that sounds, but
I was.
it's
This
so
was
like
back
what
in '83,
yes,
the
it's what
summer
we
of
used to
'83,
do. That is
and
literally what we used to do. And now it's like unheard
my
of.
my friend spent the whole day with my dad, my brother, and my uncle, and she never came out to the car to check on me. When they came back to the car, I looked at my friend and I said, "You aren't my friend. What kind of a friend are you? You didn't even come out here to check on me." I was so livid. And then it was 3 months after that I ran away from home.
Oh
But,
my
I look
gosh.
back at it and I still remember this. And it's like, I am so lucky that somebody didn't kidnap me or molest me or anything of the things.
Yes, when I was
And,
younger, I was 8 years old, and I was at the Phoenix Zoo with my family. And my brothers thought it would be, and I go to the zoo now all the time. So, like, looking around, I'm like, how did I not know this? But they thought it would be so funny to play hide and seek and
oh,
not tell me. So I'm looking at the tigers. I turn around and they're gone, right? And they're watching me the whole time until it. And it's
oh,
a huge zoo. And I got lost. I couldn't find them. Granted, it's Phoenix. It's so bloody hot here. And
yeah.
I remember I walked out to the car and they weren't at the car. I walked back in
Oh my God.
and I
At the age
told
of
them,
8?
yes, I was 8 years old. And I remember the sheriff was like, no, you need to stay, stay with me. And then I stayed with the sheriff, and then we had to wait until, like, my brothers clearly had to go find my parents after forever because my parents don't realize at this point that I'm lost.
Oh, well, at
So I
least they
was with
weren't to
them because my
blame.
brothers were searching for me. So I remember, like, at one point, I remember just sitting there waiting for my parents at the car before I came back in, and the police found me, or sheriff, or whoever it was. And they had to, like, close the zoo to make sure nobody left. And oh my gosh, it was a
Wow.
disaster. Yeah, it was horrid.
I do remember a police officer that was patrolling the parking lot. And I just remember it being like a big field. It was a dirt parking lot. So we were parked way far out. And he had asked me, what was going on. And I told him that what happened and that I was told to stay out in the park, out by the car. And the cop asked me if my dad had been drinking. And my dad did have a beer that morning. And I told on him. I'm like, yeah, he actually did have a beer this morning, but I wanted to run away so bad. But if something would have happened to me, my father to this day would have had to live with that for the rest of his life,
Oh, 100%. Oh, for
and
sure.
I did. I
Yeah.
was so mad. Like I had a hot temper as a young teenager and I wanted to run away, but I was scared. And he
Yeah.
didn't talk to me the rest of our vacation and the whole driveway, the whole ride home and everything. My dad was just totally didn't talk to me.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. There's reasons why we remember certain things. But I look
Yeah.
back at it and I'm like, you know what? You don't, if you had to come back to where we live and tell my mother where, what happened, if something did happen to me, oh, good God. Uh, and my dad loves
Clifford
me. He
Farmer.
really does. He's just, sometimes parents, they do stupid stuff.
Clifford Farmer says, I remember the summer of '59 riding the Dumbo ride.
I remember the Dumbo ride. Oh, I'm
Let's
going to get cut
Debbie.
off here in
Paul
2 minutes.
says, They're talking in French, and Paul says, Debbie, my French is frowned upon in public. Oh my gosh, we are the same.
I don't know French. I know some Italian,
no,
though.
like your French, like, pardon my French, you know, like.
Oh.